I'm not quite sure why I'm here or what I'm doing, but there's a reason. I don't like Facebook, and I don't like the internet. The library blocked my password. Now tell me, does that make any sense to you?
This is absolutely lit. This is lit, 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 lit. This is absolutely lit. This is lit, 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 lit. This is absolutely lit. This is lit, 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 lit. This is absolutely lit. This is lit, 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 lit.
Let's just do an absolutely lit loop for the stream tonight. What do you guys think?
This is absolutely lit. This is lit, 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 lit. This is absolutely lit. This is lit, 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 lit.
This is absolutely lit. This is lit, 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 lit. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. I am Dark Match Steve, aka Lil Darky, aka Young Darkness, aka Lil N-Word, aka the Dark Lord. Welcome to the stream right now. How's it going? Where are we at tonight? Guys, where the hell are we? Facebook, YouTube, X. Yes, that's where we're live right now. So wherever you're at, get in the chat. I will be with you shortly. What are we looking at tonight? Streamers taking fatal L's. Also, streamers dying while streaming live. Yeah, we're going to take a quick look at these few stories. The French dude, I don't even remember these guys' names. The French, it's like Jean something Pormanove or something like that. And then there's the King Cobra guy. It's those two dudes, the main examples we're taking a look at. If we have time, there's a few more videos about the Raja stuff. Other people have spoken out that are, were connected to the incident that happened a few days ago with Raja Jackson. So we might get to that later. But again, I don't want to be on super late tonight. I still am trying to get that video edited. And I streamed pretty late last night because it started to get lit. That fucking guy with the cowboy hat was absolutely having a meltdown. So I kind of had to just, I had to watch that and stream it, steal it. You know how it is. But yeah, let me get up in the chat, say hello to everybody. And we'll get started here. Lovers, friends, welcome. Chat, I'm officially inside you. Fat Pig in here first. What did he say? You all know whoever's first in chat gets the free prostate milking. I won't run through all the rules again. But you guys know the rules. First person in chat gets a free prostate milking. Fat Pig is normally the one who is first. This little dog right here. He's a territorial dog. Right now, he's just like pissing along the fence line, showing everybody else his territory. But it looks like he's got a nasty little message here. I don't know what that is about. Fat Pig has got heat with me right now. I don't know what the fuck it is. You know what the problem is I can't be on like decent terms with both the Fat Pig and Holyoke Joe at the same time. It's not, I've figured that out, that only lasts for like, if I'm lucky, a few minutes or a couple hours, maybe. It's like Holyoke Joe and I will, it'll seem like Holyoke Joe fucking hates me. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But Fat Pig loves me. And then the minute Holyoke Joe is like, calls into my show and has a decent call, and then him and I are on good terms, then the Fat Pig turns on me. That's how it goes. It's a fucking revolving door with these two. Can't you just like fight in my chat for my entertainment and not make it serious enough for anybody to like leave? What is the deal? Hello, Steve, for the last time. Pig emojis, sandwiching all that in. Yeah, because you're finding, this is the thing, is you've been turning your back on me, going and finding other streams to go watch. And no one told me about this until Holyoke Joe. Probably no one else knew. But you're watching some other fucking obscure bullshit stream. Clearly not an up-and-coming star like me. I don't know what the fuck show you called into. And after calling into my show and just sitting there quietly and making it very awkward. I don't know what, you're just mad at me because you want to be mad at me because you didn't like your phone call. You're mad at me. Okay. Fucking Fat Pig hates me now. That means Holyoke Joe is my best friend. I hope Holyoke Joe gets in the chat because Fat Pig, I'm sure, just hates me and he's going to leave and go watch that other show he likes to call. Bob Cook, welcome. You know what, Bob Cook? You can get the free prostate milking for tonight. Fat Pig pissed me off already. So there you go. You're welcome, Bob Cook, you lucky dog. Michael Earl, welcome. Sir, thank you for the support. I love you. Dutch Duke, love you, sir. He's royalty. He's nobility. He is the Dutch Duke in the chat. Truth is unbreakable up in here. What's up, Truth? Scott Starbird. Got Scott Starbird's peeps up in here. Jeff Cron. What's up, lover? Scott Starbird, you know what? I guess I might have to make you a fucking moderator. I don't know what the fuck. You know, okay. I get it. People, you know, people like for there to be moderators. Some people like there to be mods in the chat. I honestly, besides, I don't know what kind of, you know, I've only been doing this like a little bit over a year. I don't know what kind of like trouble I can get into or whatever for the chat. I'm sure, you know, doxing and stuff. I've already said that stuff, I don't want it in my chat. And I don't know what kind of trouble I can get into. Besides that, some TOS issues with people, other people's bullshit, doing stuff in my fucking chat. Besides issues with TOS or something I could get in trouble for, I don't see why there should have to be mods. Look, and I know some people are just they're not going to want to put up with someone else's bullshit or something and they'll leave. But guys, can we not look, Junior Coltrane or anybody else? I heard in Scott Starbird's stream that Junior Coltrane was starting shit in my chat with Morgan Elizabeth. Let me tell you that if I would have actually seen that getting heated enough, I must have not realized how much you pissed her off or something. But dude, it's not okay. All right. Morgan Elizabeth should be comfortable being in my fucking chat. But overall, guys, I wish, Morgan, can you just block Junior Coltrane? Can you guys block each other so that you all can be in the chat and you don't have to look at each other or something? You know, can't we? I'm trying to make this like organized chaos in here, like sort of like anarchy a little bit. I have never, people have said really terrible shit about me in my chat. I mean, whatever. I just gotta take it. It ain't fun. Well, it is fun, actually. I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy being the rubber band, bouncing stuff back to anonymous people and probably bots in my chat. I kind of like it. It's fun. It keeps me on my toes a little bit. Oh yeah. But yeah, guys, I don't know. Can we just get along? Junior Coltrane, can you not start shit with cool people in the chat? Wayward Giz, whatever. What's up, bro? Wayward's up in here. Rip Cobra, yeah. Yeah, guys, Jeff Cron, this is the funny thing, guys, is Cobra Jeff Cron actually messaged me about Cobra being in Casper, Wyoming, because that's where I went for my vacation a few months ago, back in, what was it, June, right? Yeah. It was like the end of June. I went to Casper, Wyoming, and a few other places, and it was fucking incredible. The trip was incredible. And I thought about looking this guy, Cobra, whatever, King Cobra, up, because Jeff Cron messaged me about him. And I never did. We were so fucking busy driving around trying to get to every place we were trying to visit. But yeah, I was thinking like, oh shit, there's some streamer in fucking Casper. Like, it'd be cool if we could collab or something. But my buddy that I went with is totally not about being a public figure and, you know, being seen on my stream or some other fucking person that's, you know, has a established following. He's definitely not into that. So, yeah. Truth is, funny face up in here. Bar Hutchison, what's up, bro? Big E's up in here. Vex Vandal, what's up, guys? Seen a few people I recognize. What's up, Vex? No, yeah, I mean, okay, if fucking Junior Coltrane was doing something that was very aggressive, I get it. That's like, I don't know what the fuck he said. I would seriously have to go back and watch the stream. I remember Elizabeth Morgan dipped her toes into the chat, and I guess Junior Coltrane fucking pissed her off. God damn, Junior Coltrane. I mean, for real, part of the thing is I just don't, I want it to be like free in the chat, but part of that's on you guys. Obviously, that's, you know, that's going out to certain people that like to start shit. Junior from The Sopranos, is that his last name, Coltrane? I have no fucking clue. All right, so let's here we go. Let me get you guys. What do I have? I think I have most of this on Twitter. So yeah, if you haven't seen, I guess we'll go to the fucking French dude first. Oh, let me get the chat up on the screen for you guys. There we go. All right, chat should be popping up there in a second. Sniz is up in here. What's up, Sniz? Funny Face says, do we really need a mod, though? Bro, I wanted to, like, you know, make it work without one. You know what I think I have to do for a while or something? And guys, can you help me out with this? For real. Look, guys, it's not that I don't like, if right now what would be cool was literally everybody that's I've like basically that I've seen in the chat so far right now, just make you all fucking mods, because then we're going to have, you know, the nights when I cover some shit and we get different communities and stuff up in the chat or something. I don't fucking know. That would probably be cool and work out or whatever. But yeah, guys, it's not that there's nobody in the chat that I would trust to be a mod or something. I don't want anybody to you know, think that it's something like that. It's literally, I just wish we could just figure it out. And part of me, you know, figuring this out, the mod squad, yes, it would be if you guys could, for real, if you see somebody getting bullshit from Junior Coltrane or something, I want Junior Coltrane to be able to come fucking enjoy the show. And if he likes to like talk shit back and forth and he's trying to be funny or something and somebody else in the chat likes it, then that's cool. Fucking people can get along. But if you guys don't like it, can we just block each other? so that I don't have to, it's kind of, it's kind of helping me a little bit. I can keep the fucking the view, but then you guys won't be harassed by the person. You just have to block them, You won't see their stuff in the chat. We could do it democratically, Steve. Yeah, but that means my my stream would go down in flames like this country is. I don't know if I want that. Majority vote. That's what I'm saying. Instead of a democracy, it can be an anarchy. But guys, why do we need to like vote to kick somebody from the stream if everybody that doesn't like them just blocks them? Yeah, the Sniz said you just double click on a name and block messages. The stream is a constitutional republic. We need Soviet Union dictatorship. But guys, it's like I've never blocked somebody for saying something to me in the chat. I just, whatever. I deal with it. I respond until I don't fucking want to. If they're taking away, sometimes someone can be trolling, kind of fucking with you, but they have valid points that are worth responding to. Sometimes that happens, so I'll entertain it for a second. If I want to move on, then I just move on. All right, let me get drop that. Put this over there on that tab. Oh, shit. You know what? I won't take you guys there yet. Let me pull this up before I take you to Twitter. Because you know what, guys? Twitter's got a lot of tits and ass. I don't know if you're prepared for that. Okay, yeah. First, we'll take a look at the French streamer. This fucking guy. Now, this is fucking ridiculous. This guy, I don't know how many people in the chat are familiar with this story at all, but it's really crazy. This guy is almost like the Tuttle of this group of people. There's like this group of streamers, they're French streamers, all their shit is in French, the clips I've seen and stuff, I think. They're speaking in like French and shit. I don't know what the fuck. I barely know what the fuck's going on with it. But what I gather from, I've seen and read other shit, other people reporting on this. This guy was basically a streamer who was a punching bag for other streamers. And they would do these fucking marathon streams, I guess, or they'd stream for fucking days or something. If my page got big enough, we could do that. I could actually afford maybe to like take a day off and just take you guys with me fucking everywhere. Go to the bank, go to the grocery store. I could even take you in the shower and it not be weird. I actually could do that. My shower has this like cubby hole type of thing. It's about 1.5 or 2 feet high, like tall, and like 3 feet wide. This like cubby area in my shower. And I put my phone up there to watch stuff and whatever. I could literally, if I started streaming from my phone, I could stream all day for like everything. And glory hole DMS. You guys want to see that? Might have to take it to Twitter, baby. Rainy's up in here. What's up, Rainy? God damn, Rainy's late. Probably because she's slinging houses. Did you ever get rid of those Epstein properties? Guys, DM her. She's trying to, for pennies on the dollar, she's slinging these Epstein properties. She's got to get rid of them. Rainy, thank you for joining us. All right. Oh shit, that's right. Okay, let me pull this up on this other tab. So yeah, this guy was like a fucking punching bag for there's tons of clips of this guy just basically getting smacked around by his friends in quotation marks. Where is the initial one that keeps going around here? I'll pull it up. Looks like I didn't save. Yeah, so this guy's name is Jean Pormanove. I don't think that's his legal name, but that's... Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? Oh, fuck. All right. Holyoke Joe's up in here. What's up? Fat Pig. For real, though. Fat Pig, where are you? You're not in the chat. Are you actually pissed off at me? What the fuck is your problem? Holyoke Joe's in here. Why can't I have both of you as friends in my chat? Just block each other. But Holyoke Joe, welcome. I want you to put your phone in a condom, then in your BF's BH. That's actually not a bad idea. Unfortunately, I don't think it will fit. A power abusive mod would ban me for that. Yeah, you know what? And not that I think anyone in my chat at the moment that I would think about modding would do. But that's the thing, guys. I like stuff like that. I like when Holyoke Joe throws me a curveball here and there. I don't want mods to get the wrong impression and start banning certain stuff when I like to when I like it. I like a little abuse. Yeah, it's kind of sexy. All right, let me bring this guy up. God damn it! Here, I'll bring you guys over to Twitter. We're fucking around too much. We're just in here edging each other, jerking each other off. I don't even have you guys on the right tab. All right, here's the guy getting his ass kicked by his friends who are streamers. This is some fucking person tweeting. I never heard of Jean Pormanove until today. He was clearly being physically bullied for the sake of content. The most disturbing part is the same people who laughed at it and encouraged the abuse are now mourning his death. It's honestly embarrassing. So, I don't know if it would be worth playing, and I don't want to get a copyright violation. I don't think he would give me the DMCA deal or whatever, where I get a strike. But I've seen a couple of different videos talking about the situation with both of these two guys that recently passed, basically on stream. I know technically King Cobra didn't pass away on stream, but the stream prior, his last stream, the stream prior to him passing, he definitely was voicing his displeasure with his level of comfort. I mean, you could argue he was sort of dying at that moment because he was saying how fucking terrible he felt. So we'll get to him after this one. But yeah, dude, this is what I was getting at. Is Moist Critical did a video. He sort of laid a lot of this shit out, and he makes some good points in that video. However, man, this is almost the same issue with wrestling and stuff. When you're doing some shit where everybody knows that it's a thing with some streamers and people that are doing a show where they will amp things up a little bit and act a little crazier and fucking it's just like pro wrestling with some of these fucking streamers where they pretend to fucking, whatever, have competitions or beat the shit out of each other or something. And so you never really know what the fuck you're looking at. Rainey, what are you saying? Why to what? Why do they beat his ass? Why do they bully this guy? Or did they? The thing is, why did the guy die? Well, we'll get to it. This is the thing. There's a whole lot leading up to this. This is almost as complex as like George Floyd dying or some shit. Like, yeah, there was a cop leaning on his neck, but he also had fentanyl in his system and this and that. and, whatever. So could that have played a role? Probably. But did the cop need to be kneeling on his fucking neck for 5 minutes? Yeah, probably not. So it's almost like a situation like that, where this guy, there's all kinds of factors that are going into this. However, when it comes to them beating this guy's ass and all this stuff, no, Rainey, it's okay. No, thanks for asking questions if you're not familiar with the story. Cop's knee was on his shoulder. Here we go. We'll debate this later. Fat Pig can call in and go back and look. Look, come on. I wasn't trying to make a look. Okay. All right. Derek Chauvin is innocent. All right. I'm with you. Just whatever. Hold on. Hold on, guys. No, look. Derek Chauvin is a murderer. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Look, the thing with this is he was getting his fucking ass beat by his friends. But guys, when you watch all of this, keep in mind, luckily in my chat at the moment, I have a lot of Bubba Army people. And you guys are familiar with someone on the show being a human punching bag. Granted, Bubba doesn't do this as much these days. I haven't caught the show in a few days. It's been a little bit. I'm out of the loop with the Bubba the Love Sponge show at the moment. But you guys know back in the day, Bubba would have, whether it's Stone Joey Logano or Tuttle, this guy almost kind of acts like Tuttle a little bit as well, which makes it an even better comparison. But that's and it's funny to think about, had this guy not, if he didn't look like Tuttle, I probably wouldn't have even drawn the connection here. Rainey said Hogan died. There, you're caught up. Oh, fuck, man. Sounds like I haven't missed anything. You're not missing much, Steve. It's been Hogan for weeks. That's so funny. Oh, man. That is funny. Yeah. If you want 4 hours of Hogan news every day, the Bubba Army channel is the place to go, guys. So go check it out. So yeah, I don't know what they're doing right now. Maybe they brought back Tuttle being a stunt guy and Bubba's, shooting him with a paintball gun with frozen paintballs. I have no idea what they're doing, but that's what they used to do back in the day. Fire ants on the testicles, put Tuttle in a coffin with like 50 blue crabs biting and pinching him. The rat coffin, the fireworks challenge where they shoot Tuttle with the fireworks. Guys, you remember, this is so funny because as I'm watching everybody else on the internet react to this guy getting abused and the fact that he later on died after one of these marathon streams, or in the middle of one of these marathon streams where these guys are kind of beating the shit out of this guy, and we'll play some of these clips. Guys, tell me this does not remind you of Tuttle, because this is the thing. The rest of the internet, I don't think is there. They don't have the what could I say? The context of other. A lot of people watching this they're probably a little bit younger crowds and stuff. I don't think people are familiar with other kind of shit that people used to do, the fucking shock jock radio stuff. Howard Stern doing the fucking racist what's it called? The what is it? The tic-tac-toe racist thing where they have the KKK members and they're calling black people on the show the N-word and stuff. It just wouldn't fly today. People aren't familiar with some of the crazy shit that used to go on just like the radio and stuff like that. And Bubba the Love Sponge used to like beat the shit out of Tuttle, hit him with the fucking BB gun, and Holyoke Joe said fart bucket. Yes, the fart bucket. They used to make people fart in a bucket and then make someone else like smell it or something. All kinds of fucked up shit. Just think, guys, as you're watching this, you guys, the Bubba Army in the chat, you know the history of crazy fucking shows where people do these kind of stunts and somebody is like, somebody's the human punching bag, somebody's the whipping boy. And at the end of the day, they clock out and, for the most part, everything's cool. Sometimes even with Bubba, things got too heated, but it's just lucky. Guys, think about how people are reacting to this. You'll see almost across the board unanimously, people are saying, oh, these other streamers beating the shit out of their friend, they're complete scumbags, and when they're acting remorseful, it's just an act because we see how they abused him. Keep Tuttle in mind and just think if Tuttle, what if after the crab coffin challenge or something, when Tuttle was like a raging alcoholic and Bubba was throwing him the little shooter bottles and encouraging his bad habits and then putting him in a crab coffin and shooting him with fireworks. Just think if Tuttle went home and fucking died in his sleep, what people would be saying about Bubba. And we all look back on it, and Tuttle talks about the stuff these days, and they let us peer behind the curtain a little bit. They have a few times saying, "Oh yeah, this thing, it looks like it hurts really bad, but it doesn't really hurt that bad, so it's a good stunt. This stunt, the trick with this stunt is this, and that." And they're talking about, well, that's how it works. When someone's the whipping boy and they're beating the crap out of him, you always try to make it look worse than it really is. And you don't know how much they're working like this in all of these videos. This could just be a situation like the analogy would be Bubba and Tuttle. Someone's the whipping boy. The guy's getting paid and agreed to all of it at the end of the day. And you don't know how much of a work it is because it's supposed to be entertainment. So anyway, enough. I know I'm going off, but I'm trying to put everything in context before we go down this fucking road because it's a long road here. This is the guy that gets abused, basically. This skinny dude here.
T'as l'argent, le temps libre, tu te rends pas compte.
Crack an egg on his head, kick him in the back.
Nombre de personnes qui aimeraient.
Ensuite, il nous a rencontrés.
And this guy here, this guy looks like he's about 4'10", and even he's getting in on the fun.
Mais non. Non, mais Ouais, vas-y.
Regarde, là, les lives, ça
Attends. Oh, je suis contaminé.
Vas-y, fais le malin, fais le malin.
Prends des chips pour toi, mange.
Prends des chips.
Non, c'est pour toi, mange.
Mange.
Mange, c'est pour toi.
Prends des chips, mon frère.
Prends de la force. Oh putain, c'est devenu un ventilateur. Oh putain, le ventilateur.
Mais pourquoi tu...
Ouais.
That's it, guys. That looks really fun, doesn't it? Man, this is another thing, too. I don't know why... I mean, this is just the trashiest stuff. Guys, I don't get some of this streaming shit. I don't get it. Wanting to just watch some skinny French guy, he's like 40 some years old. You want to watch him get abused? How are this many people into like snuff films? Basically, you guys didn't know you were watching a snuff film, but that's what this was. You were watching someone have their life taken, and you were just clicking and reposting and all that. Here I am busting my ass doing a good wholesome stream, and you guys want to go watch someone get killed live. Good for you. That was Radio Gold. Yes, it was. Tom the Tree Man. Didn't he pass away? R.I.P. Tom the Tree Man. Oh, yeah, he was one of the stunt guys, right? Oh, that's one of the stunts, right? Shiz hits the fan. That wasn't. I'm not as familiar with that one. I don't remember what year that one happened. All right, let me get you guys to the next deal. Here, I'll drop you down here so you don't see anything crazy or bad. Dude, it's funny. You know, some of this is kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. You know what? I like it too. This right here, this hit's kind of funny. Bro, I don't know what they have done to this guy, but they're just... Is he tied up?
Ah, vas-y, ça dit. Voilà, c'est pour ma frère. Non, 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 non. Non, non, il y a des gens qui n'ont pas assez de à manger.
They're waterboarding him now. Okay, I don't know where this crosses the line. Waterboarding. So far, I guess I'm okay with that. He's leaned forward. You can breathe leaning forward with the water. As soon as they tilt him back and put a rag over his face, I think that might be it for me, where I tap out and say, this is not cool. Is this French culture? Is this what French people do? I'm getting French fatigue. Jesus, man. I mean, I guess that's what people want to watch. I should pay somebody to come in here and beat the shit out of me so that you guys will repost the fucking stream. That's what I need, I guess. Festus, I'm so turned on right now. What, by a 40-some-year-old French guy getting the shit kicked out of him? The heart wants what the heart wants, you know, as they say. K-Dog's in here too. What's up, K-Dog? Welcome, bro. How's it going? And Festus, yeah, welcome to the stream. I think you're new. I don't know if I've seen that name before, but yeah, welcome. So it's called Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. I'm Dark Match Steve. I'm a little twink. Erwin Fletcher said, I would just rub hamburger on your chest. On my chest? Cooked hamburger or raw? You're talking about raw ground beef? I could see that being like kinky. I could see if you took 2 or 3 pounds of raw beef and put it on my chest and then made really good, burgers with it where you put the breadcrumbs in or meatloaf. Is that what I'm thinking of? When my mom used to make meatloaf and put the eggs in and then you mush it all in and just do that on my abs. That could be cool. Raw, obviously. Well, I didn't know if he wanted to put burger patties on my chest and then that's how you serve them, like at an Illuminati party where they use people as furniture and stuff. Tampa streamer, yeah. How did you know? Can you hear the gunshots going off outside? Can you hear the roosters crowing? Mildly undercooked. Undercooked, but still hot from the pan and just put it on my chest. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. All right, let me, what are we doing? Yeah, let me get to the next one. Where's the one that everyone was reposting? These are all a bunch of fucking different ones I haven't even seen. Holy shit. he just broke a piece of drywall on the back of this guy's head. Look, it depends on the thickness of this drywall. I don't know if this is a half inch or what.
Ouais, ça va. J'ai envie de JP.
Bro, but does this not remind you guys of Tuttle? This guy right here with the fucking glasses. And he's kind of like thin and tall. This is just like watching Tuttle get like, having his penis shocked. Tuttle told me something. I forget what the fuck it was. Tuttle was telling me about one thing they did to him where they like duct taped his penis to a stool or something and then shocked it with a stun gun. What if there was video of that on the internet streamed live and then 6 hours later Tuttle died in his sleep? They would say Bubba the Love Sponge killed his employee by shocking his penis. After years of abuse as the stunt guy, Tuttle, aka Patrick Fowler, died in his sleep, and it must be connected to the stun gun. I think about that all the time. 25 with the fire ant nuts. They put a man's testicles in a jar full of fire ants. What if 25 Cent died in his sleep 6 hours after Bubba covered his balls in fire ants? They would say, Bubba the Love Sponge killed his employee. After years of abuse, he finally crossed the line and made him get his testicles bit by fire ants, and he died in his sleep from anaphylactic shock. Earwax challenge? I don't remember what that one is. Which one is that, Holyoke Joe? That's from Bubba's show? I gotta hit my bowl. I haven't even smoked any. What the fuck are we doing? The leeches on the back, yes. The fucking leech shit. That's what I was thinking of with the paintball thing. So that's what it was. They put leeches all over whose back? Tuttle? Was that Tuttle's back? They put leeches all over somebody's back and then shot the leeches off with like a paintball gun or an airsoft gun or something. And then whoever's back it would not stop bleeding. And they had to, what did they do? They literally did something like put towels on his back with 45-pound weights or something because he would not stop bleeding. There had so many leeches on his back, the blood, there was like anticoagulant or something that the leeches release. And pubic hair burrito. It was Trace? Oh, fuck. That's funny. Jeff Cron. The only thing that ever died doing a Bubba stunt was that pig. The pig they roasted. That was a funny stunt. Dude, it's hilarious. Think about that too. Bubba the Love Sponge almost went to prison because he let a hunter kill a pig, castrate it, and kill it live on the radio, which is exactly how they do it every single fucking day ever. And the only reason Bubba got in trouble is because Bubba presented it as a stunt. He was like, we're going to kill a hog live on the radio. All he had to do was say, this is a radio stunt. And then they killed a pig by, by fucking, by the standards of hunters and trappers, the regular standards that everybody else uses, the protocol for killing a pig. They did the same exact thing, but because Bubba presented it as a radio stunt, he nearly went to prison. That is fucking nuts. That is actually unhinged. I think he did, Rainey. Tom the Tree Man, I think he's dead now. All right, let's pull up this. Let me bring up this other. You guys saw the drywall. Where's the regular? Where's the one that keeps going around? Okay, you guys have seen enough. Here's the dude. So this is the guy. I guess this is when it happens. And they fucking try to wake him up by throwing a fucking bottle at him. You know what? This is so I've seen the bottle part, and you know, his face, he's blurred out, but I never saw a video where he's actually still moving.
JP! Quoi? Je veux pas les mots là! Ouais, bah, j'en ai rien à foutre.
Owen, tu veux pas checker vite fait JP, je crois, il a dead là.
JP! Quoi? Je veux pas les mots là! Ouais, bah, j'en ai rien à foutre.
Owen, ce n'est pas une connerie. JP a fait une espèce de crise et ne bouge pas.
JP!
Can someone translate in French? Are they telling is the chat trying to tell them that he's dead? Rip TFP. Why are you saying that? Was he in here? Bubba Factor only went after him because of who he is. Yeah, I know that's part of it. Are you guys fucking around? TFP, rest in peace, said, how did he die? Holyoke Joe said this. Holyoke Joe, shut the fuck up. You're full of shit. No, this isn't the Cobra guy. This is this guy's name is Jean or Jean fucking whatever the fuck. Steve, you should do donate TTS. What is that? You're talking about what does TTS even stand for? I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, TTS. Okay. Text to speech. You're saying for the chat? What? To highlight stuff that it'll say?
Quoi? Je veux pas les mots là! Ouais, bah, j'en ai rien à foutre.
Oh, Naruto, premier degré, vraiment, là, je rigole pas, frérot. Vérifie voir, JP, gros, il est dans une position bizarre, il a fait une face bizarre. Vérifie voir qu'il n'a pas une bricole ou quoi que ce soit. Il est vraiment dans une position chelou, là.
JP! Quoi? Je veux pas les mots là. Ouais, bah t'as rien à foutre.
JP est parti rejoindre tous les enfants dès la cave de Jackie Rip, mon frère.
JP.
Dude, I think that's what happened. I think people in the chat were doing the yeah, to talk to that's what they're doing the TTS deal, and or something. I think somebody was telling them that, yo, something's up with your buddy, man. He started fucking twitching around and looking like he was having a nightmare about you guys abusing him, and then he just stopped moving. I don't know what happened.
Oh, JP. C'est chaud. Je réponds pas.
Damn. Then the stream gets shut off. Dude, you know what? I was pretty much going to come in here. My plan was seriously like, you know what? I'll go on the stream. There's fucking like 100 videos of this guy getting the shit kicked out of him by his friends. And yeah, it makes sense that he died from that. But I don't know how I feel about this. I was seriously thinking about it. Like, what if we, if you apply the fucking standards evenly to all the other fucking content you look at, I mean, some mark that really does not know any better and believes wrestling. You could say the same shit about, I don't fucking know, who the fuck ever. Somebody else has died. Chris Benoit, I don't know. No, you could, but just think if some wrestler died in their sleep right after a really crazy match with somebody, but both of the wrestlers knew they were working and thought that they knew the limits for each other. And then the guy just either coincidentally, or even if it was linked to the match, or in this case, the abuse that the person withstood earlier in the day, whether or not it's linked, if both people are consenting, if both sides of the situation are consenting to the thing, it makes it a lot more complicated than just watching and be like, oh, well, his friends were beating him up and being really mean. So one thing that is weird with this, well, I almost forgot to get to, was he sent a text to his mom, I think. Let me bring this up. This is where it does get a little interesting, because this guy texted his mom about this whole deal, and I just don't know how literally you're supposed to take this. Okay. Okay. I'll go down here. Mark Roy. What's up, bro? Dark match. What's happening? What's wrong with the world? Dude, people don't know how to work. That is literally, it's funny because that is actually the fucking problem, is people don't know how to work. Literally and figuratively in the wrestling sense. People don't know how to work. People don't want to work, and they don't know how to work. So yeah, let's read this. This is translated, but I believe this is the same deal. It's been going around. We'll see if someone says it's inaccurate, but I think this is accurate here. So this is to his mom, I believe. Yeah, mom. Here we go. He's holding me hostage. This is part of the. Here's what Jean Pormanove sent to his mom a few days before his death. Hey, mom, how are you? Stuck to death with this game, with his game. It's going too far. I feel like I'm being held hostage with their shitty concept. I'm fed up. I want to get out. The other guy won't let me. He's holding me hostage. That doesn't sound good. This is just like, this really makes his friends look pretty bad. Are any of them being charged? Let's look this up. Steve Jackson, what's up? Is today the day, Steve? The day for what? Maybe. I don't know. What kind of day? Day's almost over. Is today the day what? Jeff Cron, all I do is work. That's what, you know what? I've been feeling the same way lately. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Man, I don't know. I don't know if his friends should be held responsible for this or not. I would really have to see. You know what I want to do is like really watch a full day of this or something. Hold on. Let's look up exactly how he supposedly died. Hold on a second. Have they done an autopsy yet? Pormanove. Cause of death. Uh-oh. Here, let's take you guys to this tab so we can look at the cause of death. AI, we'll have to click around or check at this link because I don't trust the AI, but an autopsy suggests the probable cause of death for the French streamer was medical and or toxicological. Authorities in France have explicitly stated that his death was not traumatic in origin and was not caused by a third party. Oh, well, dude, you know what? Yeah, dude, you know what? This might actually be Big Pharma's fault. And here we are blaming some streamers. Here we are blaming streamers when he's like on fucking meds. What is on my hat? I think it's got ashes or something. That's probably what it is. We'll let it ride. Yeah, here we are blaming streamers. It's Pfizer's fault. Should have known better. It's Pfizer's fault. Autopsy results. Forensic examiners found no internal or external traumatic injuries, ruling out physical violence as the cause of death. Guys, they were working. Guys, they were working an angle. You know? And I will say, though, this is a dangerous road to go down. If you're going to be a streamer and you, like, you know, you have no way, you're not talented, you can't really, like, come up with new, good, creative content or break something down in detail in a creative way or make parody songs or any of the cool stuff I do. You can't do any of that. You think, well, I still want to be a streamer. I want to be famous. Maybe I'll just beat the shit out of my friends. I just feel like it's fair to note that this is a risky road to run down, because no matter what, if one of your friends dies in their sleep, it's going to look bad that there's just like hours upon hours of footage of you beating the shit out of them. You know? I mean, there's endless other risks that go along with this, I feel, but that's the one I just said is definitely worth noting. It's a long way to the top if you want to die in your sleep, is more like it, K-Dog. He looked super unhealthy to begin with. Well, it says here in the AI deal that he was being treated for a thyroid condition. Thyroid condition probably caused by, well, they're in France. I don't know about what's in their food, but you know what? If I know the Illuminati, they're probably putting stuff in the French people's food too. So who knows? Streamer abused Pormanove died in his sleep during a 12-day marathon live stream in mid-August 2025. This occurred after months of alleged abuse and humiliation. While his death was not physically caused by others, a judicial investigation is ongoing into the circumstances surrounding his death, including potential charges related to the abuse he suffered. Huh. 6 days ago, 5 days ago. Yeah, so this is I guess this is the AI is concluding this accurately, it seems. Autopsy not due to trauma. So there you have it, guys. Not due to trauma, unless someone fucking slipped him something that made his heart stop. I guess these guys might be off the hook here. All right, Rainey. Thanks for stopping in the chat. Maybe, wait till your TT Night stuff kicks in and then jump back in the chat and just get wild and then go to bed. We want a pilled up Rainey in the chat, slinging properties for pennies on the dollar. So New York Times, let's see if they're gonna give me the subscribe thing. Previous cardiac issues, this and that. So these guys are gonna be off the hook. Yeah, what they're gonna try to get me to subscribe? Are you fucking stupid? New York Times, are you completely stupid? I'm gonna forget you ever existed. You fucking useless scumbags. Subscribe with a thing for my payment details. Go fuck yourselves. You see, the only way that, from what I'm gathering from all this, we'll take a look at this. This looks like a French source. They're closer to the whatever. They're closer to this deal than any of us are, presumably. But here we go. French streamer's death not due to blow inflicted by another as the investigation continues. Autopsy, 46-year-old who died during a live stream on August 18th, found no traumatic injuries, according to the Nice prosecutor. That's Nice, France. That's not nice. The prosecutor isn't a nice guy. This is a place called Nice. Remember when there was that, you guys remember the terrorist attack, right? That happened in Nice. And for a minute there, it was kind of funny because you kept seeing headlines and all the headlines would say, "Nice terror attack." But it's Nice. You get it. It's funny. Nice terror attack. All right. Investigators are considering whether he may have been the victim of undue influence or abuse of weakness. I could be wrong, but this is a French deal. Is it automatically they know I'm in the United States and this is translated? Because some of the wording seemed a little funky there. I don't know. The exact cause of the death remains a mystery at this stage. An autopsy performed Thursday on the body. 46-year-old streamer, whose real name was revealed that his death did not result of traumatic cause and was not linked to the investigation of another person. announced Damian Martinelli, the nice prosecutor. He's a nice guy. In other words, the influencer who died in the town of Minnesota during a live stream that had lasted nearly 300 hours did not succumb to blows inflicted by another. The only way, I don't know if his, you can't, if you don't know how clear this guy was and transparent with his fucking medical problems. Do you think this Jean Pormanove or whatever, you think this guy actually told his friends, hey guys, I know I'm supposed to be the human punching bag, but just letting you know, you got to take it a little bit easy on me. Just pull the punches like 10% more because I have a heart problem and a thyroid problem. I'm on medications and I could die in my sleep if you hit me too hard. You think he actually said that or anything near that to anybody? And his friends are just thinking, oh, it's just a skinny guy. He's 40-something. He wants to be the human punching bag for our stream. Let's do it. And then because he has a heart condition he hasn't fucking talked about and whatever. Granted, I will say, if anything, at this point, it kind of seems like, and this is not the most popular opinion at the moment, but at the moment, from what I'm seeing in the data that we have, it looks like these guys are kind of off the hook. The only responsibility they bear in this, I think, so far looks like they may have stressed him out, maybe a little too much. And so you could say maybe he was on edge for hours upon hours, for days upon days. And because he has a heart problem, and was probably having a nightmare about having eggs busted in his face and being drowned with fucking pizza sauce or whatever the fuck they were pouring on his head. He died in his fucking sleep because he was just overstressed for days and his heart couldn't take it. That's probably literally what it was. But how much responsibility do his friends bear if they actually... Guys, I started off thinking I was just going to roast all of his buddies for, killing him on their stream. But I don't know, man. This looks like it kind of was like a work that got to an extreme point. But none of this looks like what we saw with Rampage Jackson's kid crossing the line, where there's some point where it's like plainly obvious where they crossed the line. There's no footage I've seen so far of this Jean Pormanove or Jean, whatever the fuck, getting knocked unconscious and then still getting punched in the face. If we had that, I'd be saying, you know what? At a certain point, you just as a human being with any amount of morals or dignity would know to not just fucking basically abuse an unconscious near corpse. So, it's easier last night to make a judgment call about Raja than this is a little bit more murky, I think. So let's see. Very popular on the online platform Kick, where he had more than 190,000 subs, over 500,000 on TikTok. Pormanove, or JP, was known for being the target of hazing, violence, insults, and humiliation in videos recorded with other streamers. Among them were Owen such and such, known as Narutovi, and Safin Hamadi, known as Safin, who always presented the scenes as humorous content despite their brutality. This is just like fucking Jackass or something. Is everybody going to pretend that we've never seen content like this before? Are we all going to fucking pretend? What the fuck is going on? Every goddamn streamer, everyone with any opinion about this is just talking about, oh my God, it's the worst thing I've ever seen. Johnny Knoxville, who? Who's that? 2 experts from Nice Forensic Institute concluded there was an absence of traumatic injuries, both internally and externally, especially on the face, skull, and what could be explained that could explain the death, as well as an absence of burns. The probable cause of death, therefore, appeared to be medical and/or toxicological. So yeah, guys, that fucking that fucking piece of drywall that they smashed over his head, it didn't even leave a mark. You know, that was pro wrestling. They fucking smashing eggs on his head. You think that caused him to die in his sleep? They fucking poured pizza sauce on his head. I mean, come on, guys. Can we just have a little fun? Okay, let me X out of this. Let's check out. So, yeah, the jury's in. Not guilty. Keep streaming, boys. Find a new punching bag. Let's keep it going. It's really good content. Just smashing eggs on somebody. Really good stuff. The French people know how to do content. Their go-to is making a fucking omelet on their friend's head. Omelette du fromage. That's right, the city of Omelette du fromage. Okay. Now I'm quoting Dexter's Lab. We've lost control here. Let's go. All right, this is your boy, King Cobra here. Man, I wish I knew more about this guy. Jeff Cron tried to tell me this guy was cool. And I wish I had him more on my radar before this happened, because some of this shit is fucking funny. Oh, shit. Let me get you guys over here. I'll go down over here. Actually, yeah, down here. Oh, yeah.
No, I wouldn't even consider myself a rock star, just coincidentally famous kind of thing. Like, if I could reach out to millions of younger men right now who are under the age of 30 and going, oh my God, I hate Valentine's Day because I can't get no pussy. I'm like, dude, buy yourself some tactical soap and work on your personality and wait patiently. That's what I've been doing. And women are starting to notice it. Like, now I'm getting compliments from, even if I'm not getting laid, women are like, why can't more men be like Josh? And God damn it, he smells good. And that's more satisfying than getting laid. Excuse me.
Women say they love my cough.
And don't even stress it, you know. Like, if you don't got someone to snuggle with on Valentine's Day, that's alright, you know. Sometimes you just gotta. If Valentine's Day is about love and you can't find someone else to love on, then you gotta spend the day loving yourself and loving what you do.
Guys, you know what RuPaul says? If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen?
And just loving your idols, your friends, and your family, you know. Well, I got a queen to share it with. That's cool, man. You know, a queen cobra could come along in the near future. Can't rush perfection. It's just like making a wand on the lathe, YouTube. People see these gorgeous fucking wands that I put out. And it's like, that's a good look.
He makes wands. Shit.
Wand. And I'm like, you think that's a, you know what I'm saying? And we're not born knowing what we want in life. That's just, you know, the chaos that is life.
Just some inspirational stuff. Dude looks filthy. Yeah, he claims he uses soap. I'll take his word for it. Now I don't stink up a whole room when I walk into a room, and people notice, people that I'm around often, they notice that I don't stink up the whole room, and they compliment me. They tell me, wow, you don't smell like shit today. Thanks, King Cobra. Oh, sorry, we already watched the whole thing. I thought I paused it here. Let's go down here.
King Cobra.
This is his answering machine, I guess.
Hello, you've reached Josh Saunders, Gothic King Cobra, aka Kingcobrajfs. I can't come to the phone right now because I'm busy kicking ass at life and being a badass. If you leave your name and number, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you're one of my trolls, get a life, losers. If you're one of my fans, thank you for the support. If your friends, family, or anyone else will get back to you ASAP. Thank you and have an awesome day. Praise Lucifer, black flame to light my green smoke. Bye.
Oh, fuck. Praise Lucifer. Uh-oh. Well, I'd like to say he's in a better place right now, but it sounds like he's not. Sounds like he's in a lake of fire. Damn, bro. That's a Cradle of Filth shirt, though. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he liked Cradle of Filth. I heard, too, this is one thing, is he was a big fan of Ozzy. So I guess I did see a bunch of clips of him after Ozzy passed where he was fucking real tore up and drunk and singing Black Sabbath and Ozzy songs on his stream, which I guess you can get away with in other places, not YouTube. Can't play anybody else's music and, add creative stuff to it here on YouTube because you'll just get a copyright violation. Can't do any of that. It's hot all year where? In Wyoming? Or in France? This guy's not in France. Where are you talking about? Wait, what happened? Did I miss something in the chat? Bro, my buddy went to I know it's not hot all year in Wyoming. My buddy was there freezing his fucking balls off. There's buffalo covered in snow walking up to him, asking if he'd snuggle with them because they're cold. Asking if they could come back to the hotel room just to fucking warm up. Oh, you're talking about hell. I'm a fucking idiot. Hell. Yeah, it stays pretty hot there.
Bye.
Apparently the world's going to end like next month, guys. Did you hear that? We'll talk about it later. Not tonight. We got plenty of time till it happens, so we'll talk about that later. Here, let me drop this. Here's another video. This is where... Wait, where's the one where he is like actually not doing good? Where's that one? Where you at, homie? Bro, he don't look good here. Guys, I feel like I'm dying.
Been up all night, but it hurts to lay down. Been up all night puking and pooping. Oh man, I feel like shit. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I'm clammy, my stomach hurts. Been up all night. Puking. And using the bathroom. But I will push through this. Oh. It hurts. It hurts to breathe. Fucking my stomach. My stomach hurts. Been up all night.
Is this actually part of his last stream? Hold on. Yeah, so here, says recent rumors. This was from the day it was announced, I guess. Recent rumors are spreading that Cobra King JFS was found unresponsive in his trailer. Although not 100% confirmed yet, this was the last video he shared. In the video, he says he feels very sick, possibly EMS call. Let me click this, newsbreak.com. This is the... Oh, fuck, is this... Huh. Here, let me get you guys on this tab. This is interesting. This is the, I believe, the 911 call or something. But check this out. Hold on. Disclaimer: information crime radar provides made available solely to protect the public using this information to harass, threaten. Okay, we get it. Male found unresponsive with blue lips and no breathing. Casper, Wyoming. Medical emergency. Report 8/21/12/39. Oh, so people were saying he died 8/22, but I guess that's wrong according to this. Emergency service responded to a report of a man unresponsive with blue lips and no breathing at a location on North Forest Drive. Let me see where that is. Hold on. I may have actually... This house looks familiar. Is this the location? Hold on a second. Let's scroll down. Copy 123-1340. En route to North Forest is going to be the lot 27th for a male beyond the point of resuscitation, I'm sure what that means. He's got blue lips, completely stiff, and he is not greeting. The fuck? This is the property. Oh, these are people commenting on this? Oh shit, here we go. Albertsons. Man, I don't know if I could remember where the fuck what. I don't remember the roads that well. Yeah, guys, check this out though. This is Casper here. So this is funny, dude. This is where I went for my trip. I've never showed you guys on a map, but this is where I went for my trip. It's this little fucking Casper, Wyoming. Look at how there's nothing around here. It's so funny. And this is Casper Mountain right here. This is where I got lost on the fucking mountain. And we saw a fucking big ass coyote, or I don't think it was a fox, man. It was pretty big. It was the size of like a golden retriever, or maybe a little bit bigger. And it had a big fluffy ass tail. The tail was so fluffy, I thought it had to be a fox, but then we looked up pictures of foxes and coyotes and stuff, and even some of the coyotes have a similar type of tail, the ones that are around in Wyoming, where the tail gets like, it'll kind of start skinny somewhat where the tail connects to the body, where it's right above their ass, but then it gets like super fluffy, like big. And this motherfucker was on the trail that we were sitting on one of the benches that's on the trail, and it looked like it was coming up the trail and then saw us, and it just, the trails go up the mountain sort of like, you weave up the mountain. None of the trails just go like straight up the side because it's so steep. And the motherfucker was coming on the trail, and then it saw us, and I turned, and I just saw it go straight up the fucking mountain and disappear. There's like bushes and stuff. I have no idea where it went. It was kind of spooky. Thing just rolled up on us. Big fucking wild dog with a big ass bushy tail just took off right up the fucking mountain. It was so cool. And that was the last day that we were there too. We went to Casper Mountain on the first day, and we went there on the last day. And the first day, though, I got fucking lost. It was crazy. But yeah, bro, from Casper, you just come out to fucking Casper Mountain Rotary Park. This is like where you fucking park over here. And this is Casper Mountain, dude. You fucking get on Casper Mountain and you can see everything. It's so funny. You can see the entire city of Casper. It's a crazy feeling. It's not like being in, I'm used to being in fucking Tampa, but it's such a weird, it's so fucking weird to be able to go to one part on the side of this mountain and see the entire fucking city. It was such a cool trip, guys. I had so much fun in Casper, and everywhere, we didn't just stay in Casper. We went all over the place. South Dakota, Crazy Horse, Devil's Tower, fucking all over the place. So good. But yeah, I don't know where I got distracted. Where did his ping go? I don't know where he's at. Oh, here we go. He was somewhere over here. So yeah, I kind of get where he was at. Yeah, he was near this thing, ironically. Casper Medical Imaging outpatient. But guys, look how small it is. It's so weird. Little small town. The Tate Geological Museum, we went to this. This is actually pretty fucking cool. It's got a big T-Rex in the front. Outside. And they have Allosaurus parts right when you walk into. What's it smell like? What, his trailer? Or you talking about FaZe Cop's trailer? Or you talking about what's Casper, Wyoming smell like? Ass. You're talking about his trailer. Okay. Casper, Wyoming smells really nice. All right, let's get off this tab. Where were we? The fucking, homeboy over here on Twitter. Oh, let's go back. You guys still on this tab? How do I get... Oh, we got Fat Pig calling in. Here we go. The Fat Pig's been resurrected, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Let me get you guys on this tab. I'll put everything on pause here to take a Fat Pig's call always, every time. Because we love it. Fat Pig, welcome to Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. Let's get kinky.
Good evening. I was just calling because I'm the dead guy.
Apparently.
Yeah, that's fucked up that you even let that shit go across your channel. I'll be honest with you.
I didn't know if it was real or not. You started.
Well, all right.
You
all
let
right,
things
Steve.
up for
All right,
interpretation.
that's cool.
I'm debating
Whatever,
it
dude.
now. You started first message in my chat saying, Steve, good evening for the last time.
Yeah, because I went back and I watched last night's stream, and I went through a lot of shit. And yes, I was fucking drunk, but the way you spoke about me was apprehensible.
What the fuck
okay,
did I say?
So you can fucking play all these games that you want, Steve, but you don't fucking know me.
What?
But if you keep fucking around, and you and fucking Joe and fucking Kevin Shoffin, and I'll fucking spell it, and I'll give fucking phone numbers, keep fucking with me, you're gonna fucking know.
What are you talking about? Dude, seriously, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're not even going to provide a quote or anything.
No, I'm just a drunk old bastard. Oh, I'm the fat pig, just a hillbilly. Ha ha ha. Now say something. Now say something.
That's what I said?
I'm asking you.
Me? No.
I'm asking you.
No, that's not a quote from me. That might have been something Holyoke Joe said.
Oh, Holyoke Joe does the best impressions of the fat pig. Oh, hey, y'all. How you doing, motherfucker? Yeah.
He does. I thought that was just objective fact. Did I get hung up on?
No, you didn't.
Oh, God, you scared me.
You want a show brought to a screeching halt? I'll fucking do it for you. But you keep kissing Joe's ass and you keep fucking with me. You can laugh all you want, motherfucker.
Dude, you and Joe are equally crazy, dude. It's nuts.
You think so?
Yeah, Holyoke Joe does the same
Okay,
thing.
you know what the difference is, Steve?
No,
I'm an educated man and a multimillionaire. That's the difference. I don't live in a bed and shit in a pan.
The difference is
that's the difference.
The difference is you don't have a full-size tattoo of Hulk Hogan on your back. I know that much.
Okay.
You may shit in a pan.
Yeah. Well, I don't live in one of my mother's rental properties.
So, are you jealous?
No, I'm not jealous, Steve. Like I told you, I'm not jealous of anybody. You guys act like I'm a stupid drunk redneck.
No, I'm
the furthest thing from that.
That's mayhem.
And you continue to mock me, and then you let people go on your stream and say that I'm dead and besmirch my name. And you know what's the funniest part? You guys get driven crazy because you don't know who the fuck I am. But I know who all you motherfuckers are. There's one person in this chat who knows who I am.
What is going on?
One person.
What is going on right now?
Oh, too much for you, Steve? Too real?
What are you talking about? Dude, you can't provide one quote of something bad that I said that you're mad about?
You want me to play the fucking show?
No, you could just tell me
the entire conversation was you shitting on me.
My talk with Holyoke Joe was just shitting on you.
Yeah. Brought the show to a screeching halt like pulling the e-brake on a train. Don't quote me, but it was something verbatim to that.
And well, first off, was that
which I did, and I was drunk.
Yeah, so what's wrong with me pointing out something that was true? You called in and you just like didn't say anything. I wasn't trying to be a dick. I mean, I was just whatever, it happens. Why are you mad at me? Seriously, I'm confused.
Now I'm confused.
Okay. Well, all right.
Well, all right. Screeching halt again.
Okay.
Well, this will be the Fat Pig's last call to your show, buddy. I wish you well with your shit. Fuck around and find out.
Wait, just one more thing. Guys, was that a rib? Was this for real? What is going on right now? I told you. I told you. I can't have both Holyoke Joe and the Fat Pig enjoying my stream. It just, it's not allowed to happen. Either I got Fat Pig in here first, being my lover and my friend, and calling me, here and there to check on me. And then Holyoke Joe hates me and he's flipped out. Or I got Holyoke Joe being my buddy in the chat, and then the Fat Pig calling in and losing his fucking mind. I mean, guys, seriously, do we need to play the conversation from last night? Do we need to do that? Should we even go down this road? It's 9:45. Should we even go down this road? What the fuck did I say that was that crazy? Guys, we were all, flying off the handle last night. Fat Pig called in and just literally said nothing. I was like in the middle of going off into something, and I take his call because he's a big supporter, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's got something to add with this or whatever. And I pick up the call in the middle of what I'm doing, and he just doesn't say anything. And then Holyoke Joe tells me he calls some other fucking show and this and that. And I'm like, oh, good to know. The Fat Pig, it's not like he just calls his favorite show. He just calls whatever show. And apparently he did the same thing on that show and got roasted by that show. So what show is the Fat Pig going to go and call now? Because, you got roasted on two different shows, buddy. Like, how is that what? You guys notice how it was like pulling teeth to get a quote from him of something bad that I said. All that I said was something about the Fat Pig calling in was like a fucking train pulling the e-brake and it actually stopping in time before hitting the semi. And I thought that was a fairly good analogy. I don't see where that's crossing the line. I didn't say he was a piece of shit and I don't like him calling in. That is not the truth. I like the Fat Pig calling in when he's not mad at me and being a dick. Jesus Christ. What's the other show? Bob Cook, I wish I could ask, is Holyoke Joe still in here? Tell us what the show is, Holyoke Joe. Manson's show, Cluster F? No, Holyoke Joe said it was something else last night. Oh, well, fuck it. Let him call in the Manson show. Manson's about to be back on the Bubba the Love Sponge show, last I heard. I haven't listened to Bubba's show in like a week. Chief 24. What's up, lover? Never mind. It's a someone watching. What? The F Y'all podcast? That's not what it was. Was it? No, that's the show that we watched with the cowboy guy. I don't think the Fat Pig called into that, did he? Face Cop says who? You're saying the Fat Pig is searching for clout with Manson? Good luck, buddy. I know how hard it is to get clout. It's really hard, dude. You know what? It's not the Lunatic Lounge. Sounds like an absolute fantastic show and worth going to harass for clout. So I guess the fat pig hates me now because he called into my show and fell flat on his face. For some reason, that's my fucking fault. So he's decided to stop watching my show, and he's going to go over to the other show that he also called in and fell flat on his face. But for some reason, he doesn't hate them. I don't know. Someone make it make sense. Jake Hudston's show. Now that is clout chasing. Man, I seriously don't even know. Like, I guess we're just supposed to go back to, I guess we'll go back to what we were doing awkwardly. Let's just pretend nothing happened just now. No big deal. This is an easy transition. Where were we? Oh, man found yeah, let's listen to this. So this is a police call or something, supposedly. Let's check it out.
Copy 123, 1340.
Oh, this is the dispatch.
En route to North Forest. It's going to be lot 27 for a male beyond the point of CPR. He's got blue lips, completely stiff.
Oh, CPR. I think the transcript is this is an AI transcript. It said SPPR because the fucking audio glitched, but I think it's CPR.
And he is not breathing.
Oh, yeah, and he is not breathing. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, transcript done by AI. Look at this. Transcribed by AI. So he is not breathing. It thought it said greeting. That's why that didn't make sense before. I should have read the whole thing. Yeah, disclaimer. This is done by AI, and the computers are so much smarter than us, but for some reason, it couldn't grasp what was just said in this audio, even though it's very easy for me. I'm a human. I know exactly what it said, and the fucking AI is way smarter than me, but for some reason got it wrong. That's funny how that works. We got Holyoke Joe calling into the stream. Now we know the shit is getting stirred. This is the kind of night we're having, apparently. All right, let me get you guys over on this tab so we can see Joe, because I'm sure this is going to be a good call. Let's see here. Holyoke Joe, welcome to Dark Times with Dark Matt Steve, sir. How are you?
Hey, Steve, I'm just calling up to say fuck you, Steve. You know what the fuck you did. Stop playing stupid with me. You know I'm fucking brilliant and a millionaire.
I know,
I've
but
taken way more dicks than you've given. That's for sure.
No, I know that's very true. Okay, I'll give you your flowers, please. Just
fuck you. I was drunk last night. So what?
I know. Okay, why are you mad at me though? Why?
I was on the Bobby Nix show. They kept me on forever. They didn't cut me off like some stupid little twink like you. Fuck you, Steve. I know your real name. I'm gonna give it out right now.
Okay.
Your name's not even Steve. It's Juan.
No, please stop, fat pig.
I know your middle name too. I'm gonna give it out and all your numbers, but I'm not gonna give them out in sequence. But I'm gonna give them out. I know them. I know you. I know Kevin Chaffin, and I know that fat Joe the Supermarket. That motherfucker. I hate him. I hate him.
Okay, for real though, who is Kevin Chafin? He said that name as if that's somebody I should know or something.
Kevin Chafin is a really fat guy. He's like 450 pounds, and he's got so much chafing going on between his thighs. It's not his real last name. They just call him Kevin Chafin.
Oh,
he's got real bad chub rub. You know what I mean? That chub rub.
Yeah.
The fat pig gave me a heart attack. Oh God, that was such a great call tonight, though. So much better than last night, huh?
You know what? For what it's worth, it was. Fat Pig, I'll give you credit. I don't know if the Fat Pig is working right now or if he actually hates me, but it was a much better call, sir. I'll take
Dude,
that.
he's gonna call you. So don't you realize every time is his last time? This is my last time in the stream. That's it. I gotta tweak my nipples. I got better things to do than be in Dark Match Steve's stream.
Look, that's just what I do to men. I've had that reaction from men before, and they can't quit me, so I know better. It's okay. I understand.
I know. I fell in love with you a couple years ago. The first time I saw you on Bubble 199,
I'm
when you had your
blushing,
dreads and your
Joe.
sexy hat on, and you told me I came on too strong because I was trying to get a virtual BJ from you.
Yeah. And
I
here I
chased
am.
your way like
Here
I
I
do
am
all the
doing
guys.
free prostate milkings every night on this stream, and back then
Dude,
I
you,
wouldn't even
you
do a
piss me
virtual
off.
DJ.
Every time you talk about those free prostate milkings, you know that's bullshit.
It
Because you're
is
not going to
not.
pay them off.
I
You're not going to
have.
fucking pay them off.
I have.
You already have. Since you started this, you already have paid off the milking.
Some people, maybe.
All right. If you paid off one milking, then I'll shut up. But I don't want to hear about these fake milkings that you're supposedly going to give out and then never pay them off.
Well, but dude, part of the thing is I can't pay them all off because we're trying to turn it into currency. So if the debt is paid off, it's like it deletes the currency, but the service is done. It's like an IOU. It's like a dollar bill. You see, Joe, it's actually making sense to you. I can tell. I can look in your eyes. You're like, wow, that makes sense. He can't actually do all the milkings because then there's no value left to trade.
So since you can never technically really come up here and give me a milking, and obviously I can't come to you, I'll have to call you privately and milk myself, and you can watch and kind of walk me through it.
We could set that up.
Now, when you say a milking, does that mean you put your finger in the anus and then semen comes out the front?
Well, hopefully it doesn't come out the back.
But that could, that constitutes a milking. Is that the milk we're talking about?
You know what? Generally speaking, but I will do whatever it takes to get the milk. We don't have to necessarily just get it that way. But yes, in theory, a prostate milking, I would just insert something into the anus to reach the prostate and achieve milkage through that.
Did I ever tell you I learned the difference between the anus and the rectum?
I think you have, but I'd love a refresher.
The anus is what pushes out the poop. The rectum is what holds it. So if you got a nice strong rectum, you can hold your poop longer.
Huh.
Yep.
I got a pretty strong rectum, I think.
Me too. Have you ever played that game where like tug of war where you put your penis in your boyfriend's ass and then he clenches his cheeks and you try to get out of there, but you can't because he's holding on too tight?
No.
I'll play that game all the time, Steve. I'll beat you at the fucking game. I promise. You challenge me to a game of tug of war, penis tug of war. I'm fucking winning, Steve. You're a fucking loser.
By the sound of your voice, I believe you would win. Yes, it sounds like you would win that.
I mean, can we just be honest with each other for once? Does the fat pig not have an effeminate voice?
I think that's a character he's playing, like me. The way I'm pretending to be a gay guy on stream, I think that's what it is.
I think he's doing the same thing. Okay, so both of you guys are straight, so it cancels one another out.
Yeah.
A negative and a negative equals a positive, and a positive and a positive equals gay.
Yeah.
That's new math. It's new math.
That's Terrence Howard math.
Hey, so I just called. I didn't really call. I video called, kind of gimmick shit, only to impersonate the fat pig so we can keep this thing going. He's got to have something to be mad about tomorrow, right? If I didn't call, what the fuck would he be mad about tomorrow? He'd have nothing to call about. He'd call again, wanting you to play back yesterday's shit. Say, play it again. I want to get even more mad. Just keep playing it over and over. Fuck your stream. I'll ruin your stream.
Yeah, I think he wants me to replay the call and then debate him on it or something. I have no idea. I don't know. I seriously don't know what he's mad about. I think he just like, see, this is the thing, and I almost gave the fat pig my phone number too because he sort of got jealous of Adam Wiley. And Adam Wiley actually has my phone number, and I've hung out with Adam Wiley a few times in person.
Oh yeah.
And the fat
Just suck
pig,
his tits?
no, unfortunately.
I would.
Yeah.
Hey, so let me remind you. Remember the beginning of your introduction to the fat pig? Did I not warn you? Did I not say, Steve, he's bad news, bro? But you're like, I'm the one that's crazy. I can't be right about anything. I can't even walk. What the fuck do I know? But I told you, watch it. Watch it. He's fucking crazy. He's gonna lure you in to his little fucking web where he gets to hear his name all the time. Loves to hear his name, loves to hear his voice. Meanwhile, he is the biggest clout chaser on the face of the planet. He calls me a clout chaser. Well, what clout am I chasing? How much more clout do I fucking need?
Who doesn't like to hear their name, Joe? I won't fault him for that. I just fault him in the technique of hearing his name. Why do you have to call and be dead silent, and then when I make any comment about that, you act like I threaten your child's life or made fun of your retarded niece or something like that? I have no idea why he's so pissed off.
I think it's because he thinks it's supposed to be you and him against me. Because that's how it is everywhere else. When he goes over to the Bub Army chat, I can't even chat because I've been banned there for months. But over there, it's him and all the people that hate me. They all gang up together and they get their rocks off hating on me. It's the best thing going today. Can't beat it. It's like a sore dick.
True.
You see it. You see it all the time.
You send me stuff. Yeah, I haven't been in Bubba's chat for like over a week or something. I just really got a lot of shit. My mornings have been crazy. I got too much shit going on to stress myself out. So, but yeah, fucking, I don't know what he's stirring up over in Bubba's chat. I don't know why he has to hate on me or, you. I wish you guys could get along. But
I've already tried. That sailed a long time ago. But so what I found out, Jake Hudson's been telling me that he's been going on with this guy, Bobby Nick. Now, Bobby Nick is who Jake Hudson relies on. So, like, Jake Hudson, when he does a stream, he really doesn't have a whole lot to say. But when Bobby Nick calls in, he gets on the stream, smokes a dozen cigarettes in 20 minutes. That's Jake's boy. Well, now Jake blocked Bobby Nick. So Bobby Nick he does tons of streams. He plays rock music. He's got that lunatic lounge I was telling you about and all this stuff. So Bobby Nick has been having the fat pig on every night. And Jake tells me, hey, do you know the fat pig, your boy, the fat pig was on Bobby Nick. He was talking all kinds of shit about you.
Dude, that's so funny. You're getting an Iggy from fucking Jake Hudson. That's fucking funny.
Oh yeah. He's trying to rile me up. He wants me to go on there and go head to head with
so funny. Oh my god.
I told all these people this guy's crazy. Ignore him, you know what I mean? And everybody fall right into his fucking plan, yo. They fall right in. So easy.
Jake Hudson's giving you, hey, the fat pig's over in this other stream. That's fucking funny. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
The fat pig's back in my chat. Great. He says,
oh, thank God.
He says, great call. I'm riveted.
He should be riveted. He should be riveted to hear what I have to say next because I can dox the living shit out of him. He thinks that only one person. He thinks that only one person knows. Please, I'm so far above that. I don't have to do that. Okay. I just chose to miss the last 10 minutes of wrestling so that I could set a few things straight here. We figured out a lot. I don't hate you. I hate the way you talk to me sometimes. And when you talk down to me from your moral high ground, I'm going to flip the fuck out and you're going to see it.
Well, let's just fill in a little bit. People don't know. Joe and I, before the other night, and I did when I started the stream, I was like, man, I wish Joe wasn't pissed at me because he knows about wrestling. He knows a lot of the ins and outs. This would be a good night for him to call in. Joe was kind of pissed off. We kind of got into it through text. I was having a rough day, but I wasn't being a dick. Joe fucking, the tone was a little bit sideways for both of us texting back and forth. Joe got pissed off, whatever. We can just leave it at that. But anyway, yeah, Joe, even though it's controversial for me to say this at all, I do respect you on this one level. I know some people get fucking absolutely pissed off at you, and I know the fat pig hates your guts. I wish, though, the fat pig wouldn't just, I don't know why he's pissed off at me and he's going to other shows. Fat pig, if you want to call into my show more, that's fine. The line's always open. I don't know why. I mean, you can call into whatever shows. I'm not butthurt about that. That's actually cool.
Yeah, but he gets to be
call
on a
another
panel.
show and tell them about.
Oh no, you don't have a panel with 4 or 5 people. He wants multiple people all talking over one another all at the same time, all with nothing to say. And then he likes to pitch in about 20 seconds of dead air and then come back with absolutely nothing as far as entertainment value goes. Because keep in mind, the fat pig is not an entertainer. The fat pig has never performed in front of a crowd. The fat pig won't even call into the Bubba the Love Sponge show because he's afraid. He doesn't want to talk to Bubba. He's afraid.
I know, maybe. Yeah, I'm afraid to call into Bubba's show. I've done it a few times, but it's scary.
Ask the stupid son of a bitch. He's right in your chat. Say, fat pig, are you afraid to call into the Bubba show? Because he said it before. He typed it. He typed it before. I won't call into Bubba because I'm afraid, but I'll call into the stupid weekly wrap-up show because that doesn't matter.
Does he call into the wrap-up show?
He has. He doesn't as much,
Oh.
but he certainly has. Is he telling us the truth yet or no?
Dude, well, I don't see. He said go for it. I'm not sure what he was talking about in
He's ready. I mean, we're not on any type of delay. Why doesn't he just admit the fact that he said the very thing that I just said he said?
It's like a 30-second delay, but yeah. No. Look, it is scary calling into Bubba's show. I can understand if the fat pig, the fat pig, why don't you, try doing some of your own stream or something? And go ahead and call into other shows, as many as you want. I wish you didn't have to get heat with me. I mean, I understand if you want to dabble or dip your toes into streaming stuff or being like an online person, whatever, that's cool. I just don't know why you have to get heat with me to do that.
It's
hard enough for me out here. I don't know why. My stream, I think it's doing better and better all the time, but I'm still I'm waiting here. I'm barely got my head above water. I'm struggling, guys. Like, I don't need heat, like real heat from people. Jesus.
So if you call what he just did before I just came on heat, then your definition of heat and my definition of heat are completely different, because he brought nothing to the table. Like you said, facts. Show me the facts, man. Nothing. He's got nothing. All he's got is Steve. Okay. Steve, cocksucker Steve. Like, that's all I hear. And you're begging him, like, tell me what I did. Tell me what I said. Oh, you know what you said. I don't know what you said, but you know what you said.
I could have said something. I could have said something that crossed the line. I just don't remember.
No, all you did was have me on. That's it. That's enough to piss him off. The fact that you had me on, you're not supposed to take my call. You're supposed to ban me in chat. That's how life's supposed to go. See, they can snipe me off of Bubba's air. They can ban me in all the chats. But you keep putting me on. And that's really going to grind his gears. So much so, he's probably going to go lock himself in the closet tonight.
Well, Joe, let me just put it out there too, and this is part of the thing. you know, I've been tempted to make the Fat Pig one of my mods. The
God.
first person that I would choose would be Scott Starbird because he made me a mod in his stream. Just out of, you know, honor and respect to the man, I would like to make him a mod. But, you know, I thought about making the Fat Pig a mod, and it's just like, you know, what the fuck look, this is part of why I don't want to have any mods, is because I feel like you guys can control what you look at in the chat. You don't have, you can block someone's messages. Why do I have to give power and leave a judgment call up to somebody else to ban someone for saying something, when if they don't want to look at it, they can just not look at it?
Your whole chat has me blocked.
Well, you know, and that's fair. I understand.
It's great.
Look, Holyoke Joe, and this is part of what I was going to say. You aren't the easiest person to deal with. I like you, and I think you're entertaining, and you've got a lot of history and a lot of knowledge with stuff. And, you know, and I get it. A lot you're divisive, and almost, you know, more than divisive, just like a lot of people have fucking problems with you, and I get it. But it's like, you know, I don't want to just like ban people from my shit unless someone, I don't know how far someone would have to take something, but I don't think I've seen it yet. Snafu, hold on a second. Someone was saying, what's the number? Snafu, what's up, bro? Thanks for getting in the chat. Thanks for checking out the stream. What number are you asking for?
81390 Bubba. He wants to call Bubba tomorrow morning. Tell him about your stream.
Yeah, Snafu, if you're looking for Bubba's number, it's 81390 Bubba. 813-902-8222, I believe. But yeah, lately he's kind of been keeping people on hold for a long time, which is part of why I'm just, you know, whatever. He kept me on hold over an hour while he talked about Hogan. There's a lack of communication, oddly, over there that is frustrating for me. So anyway, oddly,
Yeah, you've been missing my calls. I've been having some great calls.
I bet you have.
My last call, oh my God, was so good. Everybody loved it. You know, I didn't even get any hate in any chat. No hate in the YouTube chat. No hate in the Rumble chat. You wouldn't believe it. Everything worked out. I don't even know why.
Huh. That's interesting. Yeah.
I know. I expected to go back and see so much hate, and there wasn't even one.
That's good,
I
Joe.
can't explain it. I guess I wasn't trying hard enough.
I guess not.
Oh, my lovely nurse is here, and she's more important than you are. So on that note, I got to take off. But thanks for having me. I'm just kidding. That was a little dig. I'm not a jerk. I love you.
All right, Joe. I'll see you later. Take it easy.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore, guys. Richie April. Whoa, did Holyoke Joe die, bro? Like King Cobra? He was just on the line. They do what for free? Snafu Magoo. What are you talking about, bro? Were you talking about Bubba, how to call into there or how to call here? People just call through my Instagram. If you have an Instagram or a Facebook, you can, it's a direct line to the show. Just call me through the DMs. Where were we? Oh, we listened to the call. I'll X out of this. You don't get it? I guess not. I guess not. I don't know what I'm supposed to get, but I don't think I'm getting it. All right, let's go over to the Twitter. So this was him dying. Let's go back. Yeah, so and this is one of the things I mentioned this in the caption a little bit. How much is the community responsible? His fucking community of viewers who are sending him what? Gallons of liquor and duster cans. See, this is the thing, guys. I don't know, like I think some people when they start streaming, I don't know. I don't, and I'm not trying to talk shit about anybody, especially not a dead guy. Not that that's beneath me, but that's just not my aim at the moment. Could be later in this stream. Could be later in this sentence, even, but not right now. I feel like if you are streaming or doing any kind of like public shit where you're exposed to a lot of people, you've got like a chat or whatever, and you start to get a following and you don't have like I don't know, you don't have some like good set standards for yourself or something like that. I don't know, man. I feel like some of these people, like we saw this last night with fucking Raja Jackson having his fucking chat completely hype him up into doing attempted murder live on a stream. And then you got this fucking guy who all of his fans or followers or whatever are like, oh, this guy likes to drink beer and get fucked up. Oh, he likes Duster too? Oh, I'll send him both. Let's send him Duster and beer and he'll be dead in 6 months. Sounds cool. He'll like it. He'll like me. He'll give me a shout out.
How do you stay so lean? Well, I walk everywhere. I ride bike in the summer. I ride bike whenever the weather is permittable and if I'm in the mood. I have a high metabolism. I walk everywhere. I ride bike.
Am I going to get hit with a copyright?
I ride bike and walk everywhere I go because I don't have a car. So I'm always getting some sort of exercise to burn it off. When I was a kid, you could ride.
Dude, Casper is, I could see, if you live in Casper, Wyoming, I could see totally not needing a car. Not even getting one. You know, if you have like really, if you wanted to go somewhere far, like a road trip or something, just fucking rent a car. Casper is totally doable on a bike. Sounds nice, actually. It's fucking, except the winter. The winter is fucking serious in Wyoming. At least for a Florida boy like me.
Bike and nobody would say shit about it. You know, there was no ifs, ands, or buts except watch for traffic and wear a helmet. I don't have a car. I pretty much walk or ride bike everywhere around town.
Cradle of Filth. Cradle of Filth is pretty good. The older albums, everything from like Nymphetamine all the way back till their early stuff, all of that's really, really good. Oh, that's really good shit. Their Cradle of Filth's newer stuff is just not my deal. It is not. I tried to get into it you guys don't know, every single Halloween, every year in the month of October, I listen to a bunch of Cradle of Filth and, you know, I get my White Zombie, Rob Zombie. I get all that stuff in during the fall. And every year around October, I'm like, let's just explore a little bit of the newer Cradle of Filth stuff. And let me just try to enjoy some of this because I want to like this band's current stuff. I really want to. And I start listening. I'm just like, it's just not there. Never heard of them. Cradle of Filth? Well, this guy's in Wyoming. But no, Cradle of Filth isn't a Florida band. However, Florida used to be like the death metal capital, I think, of... Is it the world or the U.S.? I don't know. There's a lot of death metal fucking, Cannibal Corpse, 6 Feet Under, Marilyn Manson. A lot of bands have, a lot of goth and, crazy bands have roots here in Florida. Manson, I know, is from Ohio, but I think the band originated in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. I read that one book, Long Hard Road Out of Hell. I actually read that when I was in middle school. And if I'm not mistaken, that's what is sort of the story with Manson, is that it originated, Marilyn Manson and the Spooky Kids kind of came out of Florida. But Cradle of Filth is black metal. It's pretty good. I'm telling you, we could actually pull up something before we go in honor of Cobra King himself. Maybe we can play some Cradle of Filth, something good, because they are really good. They actually did some covers of Slayer songs too, and if you can imagine, they make a Slayer song sound crazier.
Or catch a ride with one of my homies.
Ladies, what's up?
Like I said, I walk everywhere I go. I ride bike. You know what I'm saying?
There's been times, YouTube. Okay. There's been times that my neighbors have had very loud sex. And it's like, I don't want to fucking hear that nasty shit. But did I complain to my landlord about it? No, of course not.
I'll eat like one meal a day to conserve food and to help manage my weight. And on top of that, I walk and ride bike everywhere. So, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, he doesn't look like he's in the best shape, but I think that's probably because he drinks a lot. And you know what's really funny about him saying he does one meal a day? Because that's just about what I did when I was out in Wyoming. We were doing so much traveling and I wasn't working out when I was out there. And normally, like on the weekend, I don't lift weights. I'll do Sunday run day, but that's just cardio. But yeah, on the weekends, I'll do like 2 meals tops for the day. And when I was out in Wyoming traveling around and stuff, we were on the go so much that we'd fucking wake up in the morning. My buddy would be like, "Oh, I want to get breakfast at this place." And I'd order something, or I didn't some days, but when I did, I would order something and I would just have it sitting in the car for hours and hours and hours and hours, and then eat it at like 3 or 4 o'clock. And then we'd get dinner at like 6 or 7. And that was it. It was a wild schedule. Bro, we had our fucking, that was a tobacco pipe. We were toking that shit out there too. That's what Wyoming brings out of you. You do fasting and smoke a tobacco pipe.
Do you ever work out your legs? Yeah, I ride bike or I walk.
Damn. Ooh. That sounds nice. Hold on a second. Yeah.
This is downtown Casper. Nails and spa.
Yeah. That sounds nice.
Huh. Eddie Moretti, what's up, dude? I haven't seen you in here a while. What's the topic of the stream tonight? Butt stuff. No, streamers dying. Hopefully I'll log off before I fucking, die on here. Actually, I don't know. That's what I was overthinking it. When I was saying it, I was like, you know what? Dying on stream probably wouldn't be too bad. It would get some good views. I'd finally get what I wanted. I would go viral. But at what cost, right? No, Eddie, if you're not familiar, this guy right here and another streamer, a French dude we were talking about earlier tonight, they both like passed away pretty much on stream. The French guy actually died while they were live streaming, and this guy did his last stream and he was like having a medical problem and was just like, "Oh, I feel like crap, guys. I keep puking and pooping." And then he supposedly died like that night or something the next day. Guys, I can't tell you. Casper, Wyoming is so fucking cool. Wyoming is fucking nuts, guys. Not enough people talk about it. It's weird. It's weird. I get why people don't talk about it because it's a secret. It's supposed to be a secret. I'm spilling the beans here. I'm not supposed to be telling everybody. You fuckers are going to go move out there.
I'm Josh's dad, and there's a lot of rumors going around, so I wanted to make a video for Josh. I went to Josh's house yesterday to take him to the doctor, and when I got there, he was sleeping. I tried to wake him up. He was not responsive or breathing. I realized that his lips were blue, and I tried to revive him.
Damn, man, that's rough. Fuck. I can't imagine being a dad and having to make this video.
He was already dead. I got on today to delete all of his social media because fuck you is how I'm feeling. But I realized that would not be fair to his fans.
Oh.
And it's certainly nothing he would want. As you all know, Josh was harassed and bullied terribly his whole life. I mean, from the time he was 3, it was just nonstop. It's like he had a neon sign that said, "Please pick on me." And for some reason, so many people on this earth felt that picking on him was okay. That just because it's him, it made it all right. And that he didn't matter. But he did matter. And I want to thank all of his fans because you made him feel like he mattered. And it made him feel very special. And he lived for you guys every day. Josh struggled a lot with depression and was extremely suicidal most of his life.
Damn.
And you guys helped more than you could ever know.
I'm packing a bowl, guys. I'm going to need a bowl to get through this. Don't mind me. That's rough, man. You hear that, chat? I live for you, chat. It goes the same with me. Live for the chat. I really appreciate all you guys supporting me. I really do. It is weird. Like, I know I've said this before. I hope I'm not a broken record to some of the chat, but for real, I have seen so many fucking smaller channels that I'll just stumble across it on YouTube and I'll be like their only fucking person and I'll watch it for a little bit, and even get in the chat here and there and whatever, because I fucking know the struggle and I know the feeling of being like, you know what? I don't know why I want to do this, but I want to stream. I want to take part in the fucking conversation and, the conversation, the macro conversation. And, fucking dude, it's rough, man. There's plenty of pages I've gone to and seen people been streaming for fucking years and they still don't have fucking anybody up in the chat, nobody fucking watching. It's a fucking struggle, man. And you know, I for real want you guys to know, anybody that's ever clicked on my shit, I really appreciate it. I know we're all just being silly on the internet. You shouldn't take it too seriously. But yeah, it means a lot, guys. The support, it really does mean a lot. And you know, the stream, it's slow growth for me, but it's working out, guys. And you know, from the get-go when I got on here, and I'm hoping, you know, everybody's fallible. Who knows if fucking Russians offered me $250,000 to talk shit about fucking, I don't know, Vladimir Zelensky or something. Who knows? I might take that. It might be too good of an offer to turn down or something. But I really started the stream wanting to actually be uncorrupted and stay true to the fucking game and call shit how I see it, and have a lot of fun doing the stream. And I really like it's refreshing and vindicating to see that, you know, the stream has kind of evolved a little bit from when it started. I was definitely more pro Trump when I started. And there's even still people in the chat that are pro Trump and stuff. And of course, I hope he does well in his position, but I haven't scared you guys off. I feel like everybody that disagrees with me on shit at least knows that I'm open to being convinced otherwise. And for whatever that, I don't know how much people value that at all, but you can't find that on a lot of streams, guys. You just can't. Not the popular ones, even, for the most part. So many people are stuck, absolutely stuck, in a kind of intellectual corner that they've been backed into by, you know, starting their reputation, just completely pandering to one side of the political aisle, or identifying their entire being with some idea. You know, there's some people that are streamers and they're fucking flat earth streamers. Their whole audience is all flat earthers. Those people, it's hard to be intellectually honest when you've built all of your bullshit, your whole online presence, on even just being a workout person or being a fucking flat earther and whatever the fuck. You know, if you take a lot of people that get on here and they get on with this fucking gimmicky, I'm going to be a fucking completely ultra MAGA guy and just whatever. And you can't, someone asks you one thing you disagree with that Trump has done, and you can't even answer the fucking question because you're just completely bought in. There's seriously, you know, I don't know how much people really care about how I truly try to be intellectually completely honest with shit and, you know, deal with the facts and form my opinion live based on that. I don't know how much people care for that, but I don't think people realize how rare that is. I don't think people realize how every fucking streamer gets on with a fucking agenda completely planned out for you to fucking force feed. And people are there to eat it up because people have their fucking minds up, you know, made up about shit. But, you know, it's refreshing for me that my stream is, you know, I barely have over 500 some subs, but I've only been streaming for about a year. And, you know, I'm happy to see the numbers kind of picking up here and there. And whatever, you know, I could have gone on here and did some fucking gimmick and pander and fucking build everything on that, but it would just be a lie. But a lot of people are willing to lie because they just want to be seen so bad. They're willing to fucking lie and sell themselves short. So happy to not be in that group of people. It's very nice. All right, let's finish the rest of this. I forgot we're still playing this.
Because you made him feel like a person.
The fat pig's in the chat. Q was what? I think Fat Pig said, I think I'll take a shower and go for a walk. I hope everyone has a blessed evening. Same to you, Fat Pig. I hope you don't hate me. I don't like being hated.
Can never repay you for that. Thank you for supporting him, for encouraging him, for all the gifts you sent, for the people who helped him produce his music and his wands. Thank you so much. As you know, Josh was extremely stubborn and wouldn't let me help him with anything because he had to do it on his own, and I get that and I respect that. Those of you who know Josh, you know how kind he was. Anybody who came to visit him in person can testify that he was such a beautiful, beautiful soul. He would help anybody. He would invite anybody in to have a beer. He would treat everybody like they were a family. And he was kind. And he was especially kind with elderly people and animals and all of insects. We weren't even allowed to kill insects. We had to save them. He was just a good soul. And if you can, raise a glass today for Josh. This doesn't have to be alcohol, especially given these circumstances. We don't know.
I'll drink water.
Know how he died. He died in his sleep. There's going to be an autopsy, and they think it's probably something like his appendix or liver. So if you can today, raise a glass for Josh. I don't know if it would be appropriate to do alcohol, but that's what Josh would do. He struggled a lot after he lost his best friend, Walt.
Ouch.
And after Ozzy died, he's just really, really struggling, and he started drinking so much. But raise a glass to him today sometime. You can go one better and make it a combo. Put two things together that no one in their right mind would want to drink. That's what Josh would do. Please do not send me any private messages. I won't read them. I will simply block. If you have any positive things you'd like to say or comments or memories you'd like to share about Josh, please do it here on his page. And please respect my family's privacy. All hail Ozzy. Hail Satan. Fuck suicide. Fuck sickos. Long live Joshua Faye Saunders, JFS. Gothic King Cobra. I love you, man. I'm going to miss you so much.
That's rough. That's rough. That's a lot, guys. That's a lot right there. Poor dad, man. Oh, fuck. I can't imagine how fucking wretched he feels. Dude, you know what? I mean, I don't know. I didn't follow this guy. I had heard about him, like I said. A few people had told me about him, especially when they heard I was going to Wyoming, to Casper, Wyoming. But yeah, man. I mean, look, guys, luckily, you know, I promote a healthy lifestyle on my stream. I'm not talking shit, but I'm just saying, you know, just think if people knew my address, I had like big fans in my stream that wanted to send me stuff. You guys all know what they would be sending. They'd be sending like organic nuts and fucking, you know, THCA pre-rolls or something. That's about as crazy as it would get. Organic kefir or something like that. That's about as that's the equivalent of people sending him cans of Duster and gallons of fucking booze. You know, I'm sorry. It's like you gotta, man, if you like a streamer, you don't want to feed their fucking habits to the point of them dying, right? It seems like a bad idea. Here, let's bring up Cradle of Filth in honor of the Cobra King himself. Let's listen to some. Here we go. YouTube. Cradle of Filth. What song should we do? Does anybody know any Cradle of Filth songs in the chat? Do we have any recommendations? I was thinking off the bat, Sodomy and Lust, because that's a good one. That's kind of, it's on an obscure, not obscure, but it's on a sort of like a best of album. It wasn't released on, or what was it released on? I know it's on Lovecraft and Witch Hearts, which is almost like a best of with some cover songs. Well, that's what we'll do. We'll listen to the Slayer cover. We will do that. But so I guess we'll do two. If I get hit with a copy Riz, Violiz, I'll edit these out later. What was his name? Our buddy that comes in, Snafu Magoo, right? Are you still in here? I know he said he hadn't listened to Cradle of Filth. Let's see. And this is a bad time for Rainy to not be in the chat. Oh. Cradle of Filth full album. Here, let me bring you guys over so you can see everything we're looking at here. We'll make our decision. See, Cradle of Filth, these 90s albums, early 2000s stuff is really good. This album here, Cruelty and the Beast, this album is a all the way listen through, no skips, like almost pure gold the whole way through. The Bathory, what is it called? Bathory Aura or something? That gets it's like a 10-minute long song or something, and it gets a little long, but if it's definitely listenable. This is really good stuff. Midian is a pretty good album too. This shit, 2025, I'm scared to click on it. Nymphetamine is all right. Nymphetamine is where it starts to, you're starting to see where it's getting just overproduced. This album here in 98, the guitars sound like violins. It's like it's produced in this weird way where every song almost sounds like it was recorded in a giant fucking satanic church or something like that. That's the vibe you get. Oh, let me go down here. But then when you start to get to the more modern stuff, Nymphetamine and after, it's way overproduced and just not as good writing and like memes, you know. Damnation and a Day, this is a really good album too.
It's not just about saving time, it's about expanding what's possible. We are Studio Munch.
Better than 4G Auto Blow? That guy is a fucking joke. See, that's what I'm talking about there. That guy 4G Auto Blow, someone like that, he's probably a Fed for one thing, but someone like that, he builds their whole fucking personality around Donald Trump. You think that guy will ever tell you the truth about what he really thinks about Donald Trump? He could never. He's only allowed himself to be able to say, I would suck Donald Trump off any second. LOL 4G, bro. No, I'm the one that started that in Bubba's chat, by the way. The first day Bubba had 4G Auto Blow on, Bubba, I noticed he was saying it like 4G Auto Blow. And the Auto Blow is a sex toy. I was the first one to put that in the fucking chat, and everybody started copying me. That's how it is. I don't get rarely do I get credit for things that people copy me. People take my ideas and just go, oh, look how cool this is now that we're doing it. Damned and Better to Reign in Hell. Serpent Tongue is a good one. Hold on. Doberman Pharaoh. These are all good. Babylon AD is good. Mannequin is like the title track or you know, the most, this is like the single. Let's see. Doberman Pharaoh. Where should we go? Serpent Tongue. If this is in the right order, I think this is a good song. Yeah, guys, check this out. This is a pretty good song. The album kicks off like this. Well, this is the intro to this album. Then we'll go to something else. We'll do the intro and then how it leads to this because it's kind of cool. So also there's interviews. Well, I'll let this play, but I'm just also putting into context here. This album, sort of the theme of this album is supposed to be, I think Danny Carey used the phrase sympathy for Satan, sympathy for the devil. So this album is sort of, I don't know all the lyrics to this. I'm not as familiar with this as I am Cruelty and the Beast, but a lot of this is sort of written in a way of like seeing the biblical tales through the eyes of Satan or something, you know, like you're an angel, you're cast out from heaven, this and that, and it's sort of like that, you know. Joe, I wasn't implying you were copying me. I know everybody says it now. I'm just saying, I was the first one to point that out in the chat. I swear on anything. I said that in the chat, and then on the after no one talked about it. It was people were saying it in the chat after I said it, and then fucking Colton and Lummy kept talking about it, and Rhett on the after show. This was back when Rhett was on the show, and they were all like 4G auto blow. Hey, it sounds like da 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 da. The auto blow. Hey guys, that's really funny, isn't it? We just came up with that. I got goosebumps.
And the earth was without form and void,
and darkness crept
was upon the face of the deep.
Upon the face of the deep. Thumbtack. just so well done. It's so good. This was right at the point where Cradle of Filth had the production value going up, and it wasn't overdone at all. It was just like, this was a fucking epic album. And yeah, man, after Nymphetamine, it was just, in my opinion, just straight downhill. They jumped the shark. That fucking transition right there. This sounds scary as fuck. If it's not scary to you, you're fucking lying. Listen to this transition. The fucking choruses and everything. It's just so epic. Goes into a completely, it's like almost progressive rock, but you know, they do a lot of more repeating than the average progressive rock, but there's so many transitions into other rhythms and shit. Did we just change time signatures, by the way? I wasn't really counting, but it certainly sounded like it. The groove is just so different here. It just goes so naturally from one to the other. It just all sounds like it's meant to be there. Keep headbanging the same, so it's the same beats, but they may have actually changed. Yeah, this is in 6/4. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's pay attention here. No, that is a different time. That's they're eighth notes, I guess. I don't know music theory that well, but hold on. Yeah, this is a 6 something. If you count the beat here, it went from 1, 2, 3, 4, and now it's whole thing, guys. Holy fuck. Andrew Buckingham. Yeah, rest in peace, King Cobra. That's why we're listening to some Cradle of Filth jams right here. I'm showing my chat and whoever else comes to check things out. I'm showing everybody some Cradle of Filth in case y'all haven't heard of them. That's why King Cobra liked this shit. This is actually really, really fucking good black metal. If you don't know about Cradle of Filth, especially the older stuff, you are definitely missing out. So yeah, this is from Damnation in a Day. I'm telling you, the rest of this album, this is one you can pretty much listen to all the way through. It's a whole story and everything, and it's like every song has its own like theme and sound. Doberman Pharaoh, I love this one. Hold on a second. We'll just play at the beginning.
My favorite thing about ships is
we'll watch an ad first.
I signed up for Target Circle 360. No price markups when I order.
Listen to this when this fucking drops. Listen to this fucking shit. You're not ready, Chad. I can tell you guys aren't ready for this. It's okay. Just buckle up, okay? Hold on to your fucking seat. All right, we're going to a different album. Any Uptown Girl. I don't know if they've that's definitely not originally by them, but they may have covered it. We'll look for that. All right, let's see. Oh God, no, I didn't mean to do that. Here we go. I can only be on like a few more minutes here, guys. I got to get off in a minute. Let's see, what do we got? Midian. Lord Abortion, this is a good album. See, I don't like the production of this album. That's the thing. I know that's the thing. There's some good tracks on here. Her Ghost in the Fog. Dude, this is one of the things. This song fucking sucks. And and the video sucks too. I don't know why this ended up being like the single from this album, but it's just not. Lord Abortion, Cthulhu Dawn, or Cthulhu Dawn, however you want to pronounce it. That's a good song. Lord Abortion is really good. Her Ghost in the Fog, why the fuck they made a video for that, I have no idea. That is a waste of fucking money. There's so many better songs on this. Let's go back. We won't do it. Where's that one album? Cradle to Enslave is a good album. Where's that? Here, this one. This is what I was thinking of. This is a good album too. And this album, they all have, every album sounds like so different. They each have this like tone to them. The Black Goddess Rises, the Scorched Earth Erotica. These are good songs. We'll come back to some of this when Rainey is on here. Fuck. Oh, Cradle of Filth, Slayer cover, yes. Hell Awaits. So yeah, if you guys know this original song, I actually heard it by Cradle of Filth before I heard it by Slayer. So it's funny, the first time I heard Hell Awaits by Slayer come on, someone else played it. I was in their car or something. And I was like, I know this song, but why does it sound different? And then as before the vocals started, I was like, oh, this is Cradle of Filth. And then Tom Araya, or whatever the fuck his name is, starts singing. He's like, ah! And I was like, oh, that's not Danny Filth. But check out, this is their cover. It's good. Jeff Kronz, you should have played one of Cobra's songs. He sings just like Danny Filth. I can do a really good Danny Filth. I listened to a lot of Cradle of Filth and was screaming this in my fucking car all the time. I do a really good high pitch, low pitch, all that. I can do a lot of different vocal styles. That's one thing, you know, that, and it helps with doing the parody songs is that I can, even if I can't like impersonate the way a singer actually like sounds, I can still, you know, and I'm not the best at hitting notes either, but I do all right. And I can do a lot of different vocal styles. I can sing like death metal, heavy metal, thrash metal, rock. I mean, I can say just about any kind of rock song. I can kind of sing like that. Besides like Red Hot Chili Peppers, I don't listen to a lot of that, and I've tried to do a parody with one of those songs, and I can't do like a good Anthony Kiedis. And also Kurt Cobain. I can't really sing like that well. He sounds so unique. But yeah, anyway, let's get into this. I'm getting off after this. It's 11 something. Little Cradle of Filth, Hell Awaits cover, Slayer cover in honor of the fucking goth King Cobra. Slayer version, I think, does not have the organs playing in the background. Sounds so witchy. Just think, this part right here is normally Tom Araya. It's a guy saying this, and they got this chick. This is a really good cover. I mean, they really made it their own here. This sounds fucking scary. This one you thought it was winding down. They got another guitar solo. Here we go. Yep. It'd be like that sometimes. It really be like that sometimes. Yo, that's dark stuff. It is. It's wild. It's some crazy shit. But really, I know there's a lot of like death metal fans that would totally shit on me for saying this, but Cradle of Filth, some of the Cradle of Filth's best stuff is like the best of black metal. A lot of black metal stuff, and Cradle of Filth has an album like this that's just a little bit, it's not as listenable. It's like abrasive and just like loud and almost, like there's like punk rock that sounds like shit, and people that have really shitty taste in music will be like, oh, those bands are better than the bands that got, at least a little bit popular because they know how to play their instruments. This is how people act with black metal too. If it sounds like incomprehensible and just like loud and shitty, they're like, oh wow, this is the craziest, this is the best black metal. Meanwhile, Cradle of Filth is actually like, this is like, it's like Beethoven or something. It's composed that well to me. But yeah, fucking like it's bands like fucking Demi Borgir. A lot of people compare Cradle of Filth to Demi Borgir. And dude, there's not one Demu album that I can listen to all the way through. I get fucking absolutely sick of it. There's a lot of their stuff I love, but I just, whatever. Cradle of Filth is just a whole animal. Their old albums are just so well done, well thought out. It's incredible to me. Fucking love it. But all right, guys, I got to get the fuck out of here. It's 11:11. Lovers, friends, fellow streamers, don't die live. Don't die live on stream. Sounds like an oxymoron. Yeah, guys, everybody needs to like take it easy a little bit. Got people dying on stream and stuff. Everybody needs to chill. All right, chat. Chat. If I ever become a fucking alcoholic and doing duster and stuff, don't send me bottles of alcohol. If a wrestler hits me over the head with a beer can, but then apologizes, and then I'm ringside, don't encourage me to attempt to take his life in a ring in front of a whole audience, okay? We just all need to think things through a little bit better, I think, and life will be better. Everybody needs to chill, okay? All right, lovers. Thank you all for the support. This has been some dark ass times with your buddy Dark Match Steve. That's me, little twink spinner, if you will. I'll see you guys. Oh, Dutch Duke, lover, you're welcome. Thank you guys for watching. For real, I appreciate the support. It's guys, we're in crazy times. We got to stick together. It's crazy out there. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. What's our lineup? Tomorrow is Wednesday, right? So yeah, Scott Starbird at 6 p.m. Our buddy is back from vacation. So I'll be up in that chat, 6 p.m. It's our evening lineup, 6 Eastern. And then Alex Stein goes on at 7. Alex Stein has been absolutely fucking killing it. His shows they're always funny, but I think he's not holding back now towards the end of everything. I guess Blaze isn't renewing. Unless this is all a work. It could all be a pro wrestling style work, guys. I don't know. But Alex Stein will be on at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then I'm on at 8. So I'll see you then, lovers. Everybody take it easy. Love you. Mwah.